Right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and we love it when our friends from Treasury Estate stop by, the second largest wine group in the world. Owners of Penfolds, Beringer, Chateau St Jean, Stag's Leap Winery, and more. And these guys brought 22 wines, man. I'll tell you what, I always say to suppliers, you want to come, I'll taste anything you open up. And as long as you bring good wines, I'll keep tasting. But this is ridiculous. 22 wines. How are we going to do what I drank yesterday on this? All right, we're going to start with Stag's Leap Winery's wines, and then we'll break it up into a couple videos once we get into about the 5-minute length. Anyways, 22 wines, a lot of great juice here. Stag's Leap Winery, the original Stag's Leap Winery, and this is... the apostrophe after the S is how they determine Stag's Leap Wine Cellars. The apostrophe before the S, which is Warren Winiarski, another famous Napa Valley winery, but often mistaken. I always tell the people that make the great Petite Syrah, because Stag's Leap Wine Cellars does not make Petite Syrah. But this Chardonnay, absolutely excellent. We've got approximate pricing here because, they gave me the name your price tool. So they said, you tell us where you need to be. So we like to hear. We can be competitive with these wines. We can sell a lot from this portfolio because a lot of great juice. This is an excellent little Chardonnay, 2013, a great vintage, very bright and focused style of Chardonnay, lemon drop candy, green apple fruit, just the right touch of toasty oak spice, 30% neutral oak. So they do a blend of neutral, new oak, and stainless to come up with a perfect balance here. Christophe Paubert is the winemaker, and he's from the Sauternes region of Bordeaux. He did a stint at Yquem, was up at Canoe Ridge in Washington State. They can just pull talent from all over the world, these guys. And this is a really lovely balanced Chardonnay, very crisp, a light flinty note on the finish, holds together beautifully on the second day. Excellent juice at around 20 bucks. All right, Chateau St Jean, the very first winery to make single vineyard Chardonnays. And this wine's got a full Mallow style, the Belterre, which got some lovely butterscotch candy to it, vanilla bean spice, good amount of ripe Georgia peaches, vanilla bean creme brulee, really nice complexity for a buttery style here. A big wine, but still has good freshness, very good little wine, right around 20 bucks also. These Robert Young, also the other single vineyard here, non-mallow style, very different, really ripe green apple, kind of a bananas foster and cinnamon spice there. Very crisp and racy Chardonnay, that lovely crisp apple fruit there, just beautiful stuff. All right, moving on to the Stag's Leap Winery Reds. We've got the Merlot here, which these guys make a very good Merlot. It's got some nice plum and dark cherry fruit, fine herbs, a little milk chocolate note, a good hand of earth, and really nice and soft and round on the palate. One of the things we love about Merlot, its plush texture, very good little wine there. The Cabernet Sauvignon, though, 2012, much more to talk about here. Dark currant, dark plum, sweet tobacco, dark chocolate, espresso notes. Very forward and seductive, a characteristic of this 2012 vintage, but big and chewy fruit here on the tongue. Round and ripe tannins, very smooth, silky texture, nice hand of oak spice, very drinkable, but has good structure here as well. Should last for 3 to 5 years or more in your cellar. Excellent juice, around $35. And then the Stag's Leap, the investor, to honor Horace Chase, the investor that built the original house, the winery. This wine's a blend of Cabernet Merlot, Petite Syrah. It's got a big bouquet here, dark plums, violets, really dark earth, peppery spice, juicy berry, plum, and blueberry fruit on the tongue, violet note showing through the finish, and some tannins here. This wine really well built, excellent juice. And then the Petite Syrah, something these guys are known for. It's got a little Grenache and Viognier, some white wines in the blend, and they have plantings going all the way back to the 1900s. That's why I say a good way to identify this winery, very famous for this grape varietal. Big and brawny wine with a nice amount of that wild game and dark spices you get from Petite Syrah, coffee notes as well, big dark berry fruit, blueberries, blackberries, a host of that dark spice coming through on the end, and really nicely built, a firm hand of acidity, excellent juice. And hey, we'll throw in the Penfolds wine at the end of this one because it's the only wine from Penfolds we've had. The McGill Estate, one of the only single vineyard wines from Penfolds, 2008, a lovely classic year. These wines very well built. It's got that classic eucalyptus, dark chocolate, and blueberry note on the nose. Big and chewy wine on the tongue. These guys specialize in blends. This is the original plantings that Dr. Penfolds planted in the late 19th century when he started the winery. And he's got some old vines here. This wine's got great structure, and it's got that lovely minty chocolate nuance through the finish. Most excellent juice. One of my favorite wines from Penfolds, 150 bucks. Wow, these wines have gotten really expensive, the marquee wines from Penfolds. All right, that's what we had. Part 1 with our friends from Treasury. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.